Hello, this is Pastor Marcus D. King, and welcome to Daily Applications. People will push the wrong buttons, and what's in you will come out of you. You can't let foolish people make you act like them. This sermon teaches you how to stay cool when dealing with the fool. We'll look at some principles found in 1 Kings chapter 2 that will help us stay cool in every situation. So let's tune in to part 5 to learn how to stay cool when you're dealing with the fool.
If he can bless you with a house when you wasn't paying your bills, what will he do if you... I wish I had somebody. God can do better. I think I'm going to hang right there real quick. Can you say that with me? God can do better. Look at everything you have, and God says, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered to the heart of man what God has prepared. You're missing that. God can do better. I know they told you you can't do no better. But when you go home, you look in the mirror and say, better. When you get in your car and it ain't driving right, just say better. I'm going to drive until it gets better. I'm going to look until it gets better. I'm going to love myself till it gets better. I'm going to help people until it gets better. But I will not be stuck on stupid any longer. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. And a fool just won't change because he's bent or she's bent on doing what they want to do. You don't think God can do no better. God can't use you where you are. God knows how to take 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread and feed 5,000 people. Plus, what can he do with your little $3? You still eating, ain't you? Matter of fact, you're eating better than what you had when you had more money on the job. Matter of fact, you got more people taking you out right now than you ever had. You got more people blessing you because God says don't determine your future based off your finances because I am the God that says, I don't know who that's for right there, but you looking at what you don't have financially, and God says you take your natural and give it to my super. I'm going to put my super on your natural, and I'm going to bless you to get stuff that you ain't got the credit for, that you ain't got the money for, that you ain't got the skill. I wish I had somebody right now. You don't have the degree, but you still gonna get the job. I don't know who that is. And when you're in your position, a fool's still gonna be trying to tear you down. And God has to leave that fool in your life because you won't pray right if you ain't got a fool in your life. You can't fulfill your destiny if you ain't got a fool in your life. You think I'm making that up? Ask Jesus. A fool was walking with the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, sitting at the table with the Lord of Lords, saw the Lord of Lords opening blinded eyes, and ended up selling him out for 30 pieces of silver. And if you give a fool enough rope, they'll hang themselves. That's what Judas did. Quit trying to fight your fool and just start giving them some rope. Okay, I'm trying to help you right now. Go down to Home Depot, buy you a whole lot of rope, and start mailing pieces as you cut it in the mail. Say, I'm just trying to send this to you because you're going to dog me for the last time. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to cuss at you. I'm not going to lose sleep over you. I'm just going to send you some rope. I'm trying to stop y'all. But I'm thinking about some fools I have in my life and how God says, don't touch them. Touch not my anointed. Do not profit no harm. Because some fools go to church with you. And some fools God don't want you touching because they're God's fool. Okay. Come here, David. You remember Saul, don't you? Saul was jealous of David because David was bringing in more applause than him. But David had an opportunity to take Saul out in the cave. But David said, I know he's a fool. So right now I could kill him, but I won't. And what I'm trying to tell you is God is saying, I want to see how you handle your fool when you could have killed him, but you didn't. But you leave room for God to do some work because Saul eventually fell on his own sword. And what I'm trying to tell you, the fool that's trying to kill you will end up killing themselves. I don't even know how I got there, but somebody apparently need to hear that. Look at verse 13. Look at verse 23. We done. Here's how you handle the food. Can I tell you how to handle the food? Here it is, verse 23. Verse 23. He asked, can I marry Abishag? You don't know who Abishag was, do you? Abishag in chapter 1, David was old. David was about to die. Abishag was a Shunammite girl. She was fine. Long, pretty hair, pretty face, thicker than a Snicker, everything. Apple bottom jeans, everything. Everything. Stiletto, the girl was off the chain. And they said, listen, we can't let David die right now. He can't even be intimate with his wives right now. We can't let him die. So what we going to do? Go get a fine honey. Just let her lay on him. Because his pulse is getting faint. But just let her lay on him. He can't do nothing with her, but just let him. They went and got Abishag. So go on in there. Just lay on him. He can't do nothing. He ain't going to touch you, girl. Just go on up in there. Your job is just to make sure he stays alive. And you know what happened, don't you? David's pulse was beating, falling away. But all of a sudden, we heard a high heart rate come up. And he started standing up in more places than normal. And David says, I'm alive. I'm alive. Can I tell you right now, God has sent some Abishag in your life because you was about to die, and God sent the right person at the right time. And you get confused sometimes when you're dating somebody that this is somebody you're supposed to sleep with or supposed to marry. Sometimes that's just somebody who's supposed to keep you alive until the right person comes along. I'm trying to help you right now. Stop trying to make something out of what God ain't made it. Make your Abishag your blessing. I wish I had somebody here got an Abishag that just prayed for you when you didn't have time to pray for yourself. Somebody came and had an Abishag that lifted you up when everybody else was tearing you down. And what he's saying, I want to marry Abishag. She's now a wife of David. That's what this fool was saying. That's his request. Because Bathsheba had Solomon's ear. And sometimes when your enemies, when a fool can't get you, they'll try to get people who next to you because they know I can send a message through them because I can still get what I want done. I'll build a relationship with people around you. That's why you got to be careful who's trying to build a relationship with you. Because sometimes they're just trying to get your ear. And whoever has your ear has your influence. And if they can't get it directly, they'll step back and get it through somebody else. You think I'm making this up, don't you? Remember the snake in the garden? Couldn't get Adam, but he sure could get Eve. And began to talk and end up bringing them all down. Be careful of the snakes in your life. I'm staying here too long. Verse 23. Then King Solomon made a vow. Because if he married Abishag, he now has the king's wife. If you got the king's wife, he inherits all the king has, even the kingdom. But Solomon's on the throne. So you're trying to end run me. You marrying her for power. Brother, why you marry her? For power. Or for love. Okay, I don't know where that came from. It says, then King Solomon made a vow before the Lord. Solomon, may God strike me and even kill me if if Adonijah has not sealed his fate with this request. Brother, you done asked the wrong thing. Here it is. The Lord has confirmed me and placed me on the throne of my father David. He has established my dynasty as he promised. So as surely as the Lord lives, Adonijah will die this very hour. So King Solomon ordered Benaiah and Jehoiada to execute him. Adonijah was put to death. Here's how you deal with the fool. Lastly, you must use your position to protect your promise. You were promised what you have. And sometimes somebody's trying to come and take what you have. You use your position to protect what God promised. I wish I had somebody who had a promise over their life. that God promised you some stuff and the enemy wants to come and take it back, but you can't run when somebody talks about you now. You can't run in a corner when problems come your way, when bills come up in your life, and you can't go in a corner and start drinking yourself to death now. You got a promise over your life. And whenever you got a promise, you're going to have opposition to your life. If you said you want to start a business, you're going to have some problems financially. If you said you want to get out of debt, guess what? More problems going to come your way. But you use your position. What position do you have? You're a son of the king. And whenever you have sonship, daughtership, everything he got, I got. Let me tell you, Solomon had to kill Adonijah early because he would have killed him later. Let me help you. I ain't tell you to go kill nobody, but there are some relationships you need to kill. You letting some stuff hang around. You letting some people hang around because you're trying to give them a chance, and they're a fool. And you know a fool. You know what? You keep making excuses for them. No, I do understand, he was in the next in line. That fool going to kill you because he feels entitled to what you have. Right now, I don't know who you are. There are some people, there are some attitudes, there are some behaviors. If you don't kill your Adonijah, you're going to be the fool. And all I'm trying to tell you right now, how do you deal with fools? This is how you deal with fools. Kill them. Stop playing with them. You can't talk sense into a fool. Why they don't understand? They a fool. It's called delete. Let me help you. You don't have time to be stressing over stupid stuff. Okay, let me help you. That's why Barack Obama had to do that. This boy over there is talking noise about the president when the enemy is around, and he's going to end up making everybody look vulnerable. If you don't cut him now, he's going to get all y'all killed. I'm trying to help somebody right now. If you don't get that Negro out your house, he's going to kill everybody in the house. He's going to molest the kids. I'm trying to help somebody right now. If you don't kill it now, it's going to kill you later. Stop putting a man or a woman before your kids. You don't need them that bad. Jesus showed us how to keep his cool. Because while they was hanging him up on the cross, he says, I'm going to hang today because I'm going to be a hero on Sunday. Let me help you right now. He didn't say nothing bad against them. Forgive them. Them fools don't know what they're doing. If they really recognize all the stuff they done to me and all they did take turn, they ain't doing nothing but set me up to set more people free. That the more they make me bleed, the more they make my anointing come out. The more they talk about me, the more they make me pray. The more they try to tear my life up, the more people God gonna send in my life. I wish I had somebody. If they dogging you, let them keep on dogging you. Because you might be hanging today, but on the third day, I wish I had somebody. There's a resurrection coming in your life where you have more peace, strength, and power than ever before. How do you deal with your fool and be cool? Give it to Jesus. Smile at them. Stop taking all them pills. Hit delete. Roll on with your business. God bless you.
Wow, I know you want to hear some more of that. And listen, you can hear more of that. One way you can do so is by joining our website, www.jc3online.org, to purchase a copy of this wonderful message. Or you can call our office at 972-224-9940. Once again, that's 972-224-9940. We would love to see you join us at one of our wonderful services, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., or 12 noon at Johnson Chapel Community Church in the beautiful city of DeSoto. Till then, apply the word daily. Have a blessed weekend.